Back when my boyfriend was at his lowest, he owed millions and couldn't even afford a decent meal. It broke my heart, so I hustled day and night running a street stall to help him pay it off. On Christmas Eve, a cute young couple stopped by my stall to buy apple pies. They happily wished me and my boyfriend a long and happy life together. I sent them off with a smile, thinking about closing up early to surprise my boyfriend. But when I looked up by chance, there he was, my boyfriend, who was supposed to be out delivering food, strolling around the mall with an innocent, sweet-looking girl hanging off his arm. They were close, too close. She even clung to his arm. "Rob," she said in a soft, playful voice, "when are you gonna stop pretending to be, like, dirt poor?" Before I knew it, they were walking straight toward me. Up close, I noticed everything. Robin was dressed head to toe in designer clothes, and the way he moved radiated this expensive, rich guy energy. Nothing like the scrappy, struggling guy I'd been helping every single day. He barely glanced at me, just pointed at the fanciest apple pie on my stall, and said casually, "Make sure it's wrapped nicely." I stared at his face, barely believing it. Why is my boyfriend, who should have been delivering food, now out shopping with another girl? Why is he wearing branded clothes like that? Is he lying to me this whole time, or? I pushed down my doubts and lifted my head. I looked at him and plastered on a fake smile, casually asking, "Is this for your girlfriend?" My voice was muffled under my mask and a bit unintelligible, but it was loud enough for both of them to hear. I clenched my fist tightly, staring at his face, not wanting to miss any change in his expression. But I was wrong. Robin Greenberg kept his usual calm expression as if he didn't notice anything off. But Caitlin Goldsboro, the girl next to him, looked disgusted when she heard my question. She curled her lips and said, "Hell no. I don't want some cheap apple pie like this." Robin froze for a second, then smiled as he patted her head. "Don't worry, this one's for Calliope. I'll have someone send you a box of imported apple pie later, alright?" She clung tighter to his arm, pulling on it as she asked him again with her overly sweet voice. "I knew you were the best, Rob, but when are you going to tell Calliope the truth? If you hadn't lost that stupid truth or dare game, you wouldn't have had to chase her in the first place. Now she won't leave you alone. See? I told you those penny pincher girls are all the same. They're just after your money." Her words hit me like a thunderclap, leaving my ears ringing. I lowered my head, and a tear dropped from my eyes. For his money? But in the past 2 years, I've probably spent at least $80,000 on Robin, if not $100,000. If he's rich, then why the hell would he need to scam me? I'd been scrimping, too scared to even buy new clothes in case his creditors came after me again. I'd lived in fear, day in and day out. Does he think it's funny, playing with me like this? I'm like a clown, always checking on him, asking if he's okay, and he probably thinks it's funny. I could feel the fire burning in my chest, the overwhelming urge to demand answers. But before I could say anything, he spoke again. "Alright, I haven't told Calliope who I really am, so don't go blabbing about it at school, okay? Rob, don't tell me you've actually fallen for her?" Caitlin teased. He stiffened for just a second before sneering. "Relax, I'm just messing around with her. How could I ever like a broke girl like her?" And then, he looked at me, his gaze slightly probing. "Hey, is it ready yet?" I looked right at him, and all the questions I wanted to ask stuck in my throat. I held the box out dumbly up in the air. Caitlin breezed past Robin, snatching it from my hands, and she tugged at him impatiently. "Rob, come on, let's go already. I still want to shop around more." As I watched their figures blend into the crowd, my chest tightened. So this is what betrayal feels